slides. So this is chapter number 2, The Civil Lining by Chaman Nehal, and this is lecture number 2, and the topic for today's lecture is question answers. ठीक है, आज हम क्या करेंगे क्वेश्चन आंसर्स करेंगे, ठीक है, और इसमें रेफरेंस टू कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आंसर्स भी हैं. सो मेक श्योर दैट यू हैव ओपनड अप योर बुक while watching the video, because I'm gonna be reading the questions from the book, alright, and that's on page number 26. Okay, alright, so this is answer the following questions. The first question is on page number 26, and the first question, the part A, is why does the author believe that it is difficult to assess the range and quality of human emotions? The answers are all written here in the PDF form, right? So I'm going to read the answer. The author believed that it's difficult to assess the range and quality of human emotions because it's usually not possible to tell what griefs people have by merely means in bracket में मैंने उसका meaning लिखा है only looking at their appearance, ठीक है. So it's difficult to assess the range and quality of human emotions because we can barely tell what human emotion or griefs are they carrying inside them, ठीक है, or within them, ठीक है, by just looking at their appearance. Now, question number 2 is, in what ways was the Ahad guest house a suitable place to stay? The Ahad's guest house, अहद का क्यों नाम ले लिया गया है, क्योंकि जो गेस्ट हाउस था या जो हिल रिजॉर्ट था वो किसको कौन ओन कर रहा था, मिस्टर एंड मिसेस अहद, ठीक है, एंड दे वर बोथ मैरिड टू ईच अदर, एंड दैट इज़ वाई दे वर ओनिंग दैट गेस्ट हाउस. So the Ahad's guest house was a suitable place to stay because it was near the bus stand, market and post office, yet far enough away to be peaceful. ठीक है, क्यों suitable enough था to stay there? Because it was near the bus stand and the market and post office, ठीक है, but क्या था, peaceful जगह से बहुत दूर था क्योंकि वहाँ पर गाड़ियों की आमदोरफ्त थी और शोर होता था. The views were pleasant, although the views were pleasant मतलब nice थे, अच्छे थे, and good looking, and the cooking was good, and the hostess were charming as well, ठीक है, जो hostess थी वो क्या थी, pleasant looking थी and charming थी as well, ठीक है, and she has good attributes, ठीक है, altruistic characteristics कह सकता है, right? Now, moving on to the third question, that is part C. What makes the author say he felt as if he had known the family for years? The Ahads were very kind to their guests and looked after them well. Mrs. Ahad took the narrator. Now, who's the narrator in the story? The narrator is Mr. Mr. Naveed, ठीक है, and he is the Nadeem is the narrator, ठीक है, and who is the narrator? The narrator is the one who tells the stories or narrates the stories and has, ठीक है, the experience that he has experienced, ठीक है, during his stay at the hill resort. So Mrs. Ahad took the narrator in hand, मतलब उसने क्या किया कि narrator को in hand ले लिया. That means कि the narrator was well pleased by the welcome, ठीक है, by the greeting for Miss Ahad's. The moment he arrived, she saw his luggage and gave instructions about his room and gave him a cup of coffee. She put him at his ease. Mr. Ahad too used to treat his guests with courtesy. Mahin was the daughter. Now, Mahin kaun thi? Mahin was the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ahad, right? She was shy. She was very shy and reserved. Because वो किसी से बात नहीं करती थी. She used to stay aloof due to her deafness, ठीक है, because she was physically unfit, ठीक है, but endeared herself to all the visitors. The narrator was won over by the entire family, ठीक है. Now, moving on towards the question number next question, ठीक है, that is the B part. आगे हमारे पास question है, in what manner did the author try to make friends with Mahin? What was the reaction from Mahin and her parents, ठीक है. The author tried to make friends with Mahin by asking her what her name was and smiled at her and beckoned to her. The reaction of Mahin and her parents is as follows. Mahin का क्या first reaction है? Mahin reacted by blushing. She was shy. She was being shy and running out of the room with tears in her eyes. Why did she have tears in her eyes? Because she used to remain aloof, ठीक है, and stay quiet, and ठीक है, she didn't socialize much with the people, right? And she had tears in her eyes because she was unable to speak, right? And she couldn't hear as well. So she was physically unfit, physically handicapped भी. Now the second part किसका था? Parents का था. Her parents frowned, ठीक है, they were a bit angry, frowned with pained looks on their faces. Mrs. Ahad then apologetically apologetically means sorry feel किया उसा, explain to the author that why the girl had behaved like that. Why the girl had behaved like that मतलब कैसे behave किया था माही ने. Mahi just ran away from Mr. Nadeem because she couldn't speak, right? ठीक है, because she couldn't give the answer to the author. Sorry, because the speaker, ठीक है, speaker कौन था? Mr. Nadeem, right?